coming in. This is US President Donald Trump, who has claimed that he had good talks with the Russian President Vladimir Putin, but also admitted that the discussion with Ukraine's Zelensky were not as productive. Trump has escalated, looks like, the criticism of Zelensky, signaling a tougher stance when it comes to the US-Ukraine relations. Listen in to what he had to say. Okay, before we listen into Trump, Rishabh, my colleague, is joining us on the phone line. Rishabh, take us through Trump's statement on his dialogue with both Putin and Zelensky.
Well, while describing the talks with Russia and Ukraine over the phone call, Donald Trump went on to say that his call with Russian president went really smooth and it was productive. While both understand the gravity of situation, it wasn't as productive when he spoke to the Ukrainian president. Remember, this comes after a delegation led by the Vice President J.D. Vance of the United States met with a delegation from Russia in the capital of Saudi Arabia in Riyadh, and both the sides decided that further group will be formed for negotiations between US and Russia. This is a big development given the international isolation of Russia since February 2022, and now the way statements are coming in from Donald Trump, calling Zelensky a dictator as well without elections. This showcases that the US-Ukraine relationship has been on a ride right now, given that the US stood with Ukraine for the past 2.5 years under Joe Biden, the former president. Now that the US is pulling out and taking back its support from Ukraine, it looks very, very difficult for Ukraine. Given that the US and Europe both stood with Ukraine, but the support that came in from Europe was not even proportional to what was coming in from the United States, and hence experts believe that it could be an end game for Zelensky, and Zelensky will have to take a sore dip and a very difficult and highly negotiated deal is an offering for Ukraine against Russia.
All right, Rishabh, thank you for joining us with all these details. Viewers, we slip into a short commercial break.